Warning: the following video contains amateur chess content. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another chess video. As you can tell by the title, we lost all of our elo. Alright, we're in shambles. I'm sick with something right now. I decided to play chess last night. Probably wasn't a good idea. Probably still not a good idea to play today, but I want to get a video out. So, yeah, we went from 1,000 to 936 in one sitting. It was pretty depressing, so let's try to get a win because we need one very desperately. So let's play a 15-minute game, and yeah, let's try to get some elo back because we are in the gutter. I'm happy to be playing someone much higher than me because you get a couple more points per win. So let's just play e4. Let's just play good principal chess and let's see what happens. He's gonna play the Caro-Kann against us. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? We kind of have to take, or we have to push. So I could push or I could take. I think I'm just going to take. I think I'm just going to take and play d4. But yeah, we're in shambles. Absolute shambles. Should I just go for this? This kind of looks good. Push c4 if he takes so we can get the bishop out with some initiative. This doesn't feel right. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for c4. Get the pony out behind the pawn. And yeah, we'll just keep going. I haven't had very many people play the Caro-Kann against me. It's like the only opening that I personally play against e4, but no one really ever seems to play it against me. So kind of interesting. I think I'm going to play h3 next. I really don't want to get pinned. Just be super annoying to get pinned. I really hope they don't play this, but I feel it coming. And in my soul, I feel it coming. Okay, I'm actually happy to see that. It's a good spot for the bishop. It doesn't do a whole lot for the opponent. Okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to hop the pony in? If I take, he can take. Then we're kind of just trading everything off. I can also just offer a light squared bishop trade. Something like this, this. Doesn't look horrible. If I hop the pony in, I feel like he's just going to take, and then I take, and we have a little bit of tempo, so we could win this pawn, maybe. That kind of looks good. So if I go here, and he takes, I take with the pawn. Pony's got to move, and then we can snag this. That looks pretty decent, actually. But I do want to get castled rather soon. So I don't know if that's a little premature to be pushing like that, but could just play this and castle and then go for it. Not sure. So this, pony's got to move. We can take the pawn. Okay, I think I'm going to play this. I want to get castled, but I think we're okay. If he doesn't take me, I think I'm just gonna. If he doesn't take me, I think I'm just gonna put the bishop maybe here and castle, get the king out of the middle. Taking him doesn't do me a whole lot of good because he can just take with the pawn, and then he's got more central pawns than I do. Okay, I hadn't really considered that. Hadn't really considered that move, to be honest. Okay, so if I take, he takes, then he's got this really annoying pawn here. So I could just go for this. I could go bishop out. All right, so takes, takes. I think everything's kind of still. Okay, so if I go here and he takes me, I can take back. He takes, I take. I guard this pawn. If he takes here, I can just take with the queen. Hope this isn't a blunder. It feels okay. And if he just takes the pawn, I can just take with the bishop, or I could even take with the knight, to be honest. Not sure which one is better, but I think we're okay. I think we're all right in that sequence, no matter what happens. I guess we're just going to stick the horses in each other's face. Like, what you going to do about it? I don't know, but this doesn't give me great confidence because I feel like this is kind of how my games were going last night. Like, I was just finding myself in weird looking positions like this that I've just never seen before. So it makes me a little worried that I'm still playing like shit. I'm really not worried about doubling these pawns here. Oh, he takes with the pony. Interesting. I hadn't considered that, to be completely honest with you. Okay, but now I can take. Right, now I can just take the pony and it's free, no? Or no, he's got this pawn. If I take this... This is so interesting, actually. Yeah, this makes me worried that I'm still playing kind of like a dummy. Okay, but what about takes and then check? What about takes and then if he takes, I actually can't do that. I think this is going to be useful in some way if I can just calculate it, but I'm having a hard time. Is that just mate, actually? Oh my god, hold on. He's got to come back. He's got to come back. He's got to come back with the pony. Or we can play this, but then we can just take... I don't know. There's a whole lot to calculate. These pieces can do a whole lot. This might have been a pointless check to give, but we'll see, I guess. If he brings this back, I pretty much have to take. Our queen's protected, so we could just... Yeah, I think I have to take with the knight. So take with the knight, queen takes. And then what? That move, we know we have to play that. What about this? What about knight here? What about knight here? And then if he takes... I could just remove his right to castle right now, and then... I think I need to take with the queen. Yeah, I think that was best. I don't have any checks, do I? I think here, and then we win a pawn. Take, or no, take, and we win a pawn, and his pony's just kind of chilling in the middle. I don't have any more checks. Let's just take the pony. Yeah, and then I think we just take the pawn, right? He doesn't have a check because of this. We need to get castled. That is a free pawn. Yeah, I think maybe we just drop this back and castle. We need to pin his knight like as soon as possible. Okay, so what if I take his pawn? He goes here. I castle. Okay, I take the pawn. He goes here. I castle. He takes my bishop. I pin his knight. I don't think he can defend the knight. I think we're just winning a pawn there, right? Okay, so take rook here. Castle. He takes my bishop. I pin his knight, and then he's really got no way. I think I'm going to try this. Hope I don't regret it. Oh no, I just gave up my rook. Forgot about the fork. Damn it, dude. Okay, but he can fork us, and okay, yeah, because we were still going to be winning his rook there. Okay, I think I just need to castle like this move. Yeah, now we just need to castle. Try to pin his knight. This rook's almost trapped, but not quite. He can give us a check and threaten the bishop. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna pin. We're gonna pin the knight, reevaluate what we're doing. Okay, where do I want the bishop at? Need to get another piece involved here. I could just put the bishop right here, let it live nice and cozy there. Or I could try to do something like this, but that might be too slow. I kind of like this, but this also looks pretty nice, but then he'll just go here. Hard to say what to do here. This is very strange. I'm just gonna do this. It doesn't feel right, but I'm up a pawn, so any trades right now feel okay to me. Or maybe I should have went here with the bishop. And if he takes, I take. And I could have just won a piece. Maybe I should have went here with the bishop, actually. All right, I put the bishop here. He takes. I take. King's got to move, but I guess he can just. Yeah, because of where my bishop is, I don't think that works. Yeah, which is what I was expecting. So we kind of just have to now. Okay, let's just kind of bolster in the bishop. It might be helpful to go like maybe make a lift or move the king because he's just got this check whenever he wants it. I don't know. We haven't played great, but we also haven't done anything too terrible, right? Like we haven't hung a piece. We haven't lost. We're not even down a pawn. We're actually up one. So we're not doing terrible. He can go here, threaten the rook. Then I can just put it here. Okay, yeah, that move makes sense. I can just move the rook up. I can move the rook up, or I can play this. If I go here, does he have like potential a sacrifice or something, or no? Could just move the rook up. I kind of like moving the rook up. Feels somewhat correct, I think. Yeah, let's just make the rook like the guardian of the second rank here. Because it also defends against the check he has. And then maybe just start pushing the pawns, maybe. I actually can't push this one because he would have a fork. He would have a fork on the rook. So this one needs to stay for the time being. He has a much more active king than I do, so if this is headed to an endgame, I think that's a bit of an issue for us. Okay, I can just go here, though. I can just go here, or I can go here. Well, what makes more sense for what we're trying to accomplish? Does rook here make more sense, or does pawn up make more sense? I think this may be right. This might make a bit more sense. But then that rook is kind of stuck there. I can't really use it anywhere else, so maybe let's go pawn. I want to activate this rook maybe here. Yeah, now let's go here. Once we can get rid of this pawn, we're going to remove the defender of this knight. So something like takes and then takes, since we'll have check also. He might have to bring his king forward. This will be a very annoying move if he finds it. But his knight is essentially trapped. It can't go here. It can go to one of these two squares, but Okay, it can go here because then it would just be a trade, but it can't go here, here. Yeah, the knight's kind of completely cooked, so if it wants to get out of the way, it's got to go. It's got to go there. This pawn is backwards and frozen. I think we need to get our king active. I think that like this is the only move that makes, yeah, that's the only move that makes a whole lot of sense. Do we ever is there a world where I can just push the pawn ever? Because then he just swings over and kind of wins it. All right, let's just not get forked actually. Oh, I have this. Okay, because yeah, you can't give that fork if I were to put the king. Hold on. He's very close to having a fork if this is gone. So I need to just get the king out of here. Oh, it's just such a tough position. I can't move this pawn because he just has so many forks with his knight right now. Yeah, I mean, it looks like I'm still not playing very well today, which sucks, but what are you going to do about it, you know? Not much you can do. I would kind of hate to see him play this. Yeah, I mean, this is not looking good. I think I want to start pushing this pawn at some point soon. So maybe I swing the other rook back actually and just start pushing. Something like pawn here or something like rook here, pawn here, pawn here, takes, and then he couldn't take back because of our rook. Maybe something like that. Okay, but I actually, now that I'm looking at it, he can't play this because he would just hang the knight. So this rook's doing a good job. I think this is the problem rook. I think I need to swing it back over here. But I also need to get the king. I need to do a lot of things. I don't have all the moves to do it. This pawn's stuck because he would just fork literally everything. Or actually, maybe not because of the bishop. I think I need to go here. I need to go here, relax, and just push this pawn. Okay, yeah, now do I need to go here now? What on earth is this position? I think I just need to push. If I push, I add another defender. So push, takes, and then he can't take back. Or I guess he could, because of the rook. Damn, dude, this is nuts. Okay, so push, takes, takes. And then the knight could take, but then we're gonna open up our thing here. What's better? Like, should I if I swing the rook? No, I need to push. I need to push. Okay, we've simplified things to where my brain can understand them at least. Now, is that check worth giving? I think it is, because then we can win this pawn too. Unless he goes here. Then we kind of just have to double up. Or no, the pawn defends the rook, so I can... If he goes here, I can just take. And we made a little luft, so we're not worried about getting back ranked. Okay, right. Right, so now do I just take? Is that greedy? Like, is there a world where he checks me, I go here, and he tries to, like, mate me with his king and his rook? I think I have to take the pawn. Okay, yeah, now I need to drop this back. And I kind of needed the rook behind the pawn anyway, so maybe swing it over here and then just keep pushing. Yeah, I think swing it over here and just keep pushing. We got double protection. Not that it's needed, but okay, yeah. So now we gotta move this guy. Where does it belong? Where does the rook belong? If I go here, I'm worried he's just gonna keep pressuring me. So I could drop all the way back. I don't know, why don't I just drop all the way back? I think next I'm gonna go here and put the king on g2 and try to ask him what he's doing with the rook back here. Yeah, now I'm just gonna go here. And then we just push, push, push. If we don't make a bad move, then we should be able to just equalize over here. Should be able to just equalize on this side of the board, and then we're the one with the passer. So this is the pawn that is kind of threatening to queen at the moment. Okay, is is this rook better served like up here? I think I'm just gonna push. I'm getting very nervous. I had to sit up. It's very scary. Totally winnable if I was better. Okay, that was a move I was not expecting. Yeah, I was not expecting that move at all. I need to swing this one like over here. Let's just get one more square away from queening. I don't know if it's better to let him take or me take. If I take, he takes. If I take. I think I want to let him take, right? I need to swing this rook around. I need to swing this rook around. Or actually, I probably wanted this pawn here. I'm going to take with the king just because then he's got checks on me and I don't like that at all. I'm going to take with the king to keep this one as a bit of protection. He doesn't have the check. Yeah, then I need to swing over here. Do I just start pushing another pawn with a rook behind it? Is that completely deranged? If I take, if I push, I don't know if I can. Damn, I don't know what's right. If I push, maybe king here, swing this rook back over. I feel like pushing is right. Taking just kind of equalizes things, and then if I take, he's got to check. I think I'm just going to push. And if he pushes this one, we can take. I don't know if that was right, but it feels okay. I just think creating two outside, or one outside, but just having two passed pawns felt like the right thing to do. If he pushes here, and I take with the king, then he can push again, and then I'll be in check. And then I can, what? If he pushes, I can take. He pushes again, I'm in check. I can just take this pawn with the king, and I think we're okay. Yeah, he does have that check, but I could just do this. Oh my gosh, this is like I'm having to think way too hard about this game. So I can either come back. I can either come back or I can offer him a rook trade. If I come back, if I offer him a rook trade, I'm scared that he takes, I take, and then I don't know how I'm gonna. Like, do I offer the rook trade? Damn. Because then how am I gonna hold on to both these pawns with just one rook? If I drop back, I, something tells me to drop back here. I have this check, which is kind of what I'm relying on. I just need to get active with the rooks and start taking control of the game here. So my next move is this. Next move is this, and then I think we can activate this rook too, because he can't go here. This will be all blocked with the rook. Okay, let's just give the check. And then I think we just do this, right? Damn, but is that deranged? Because he's got this coming. What about here? I'm just going to do it. I mean, he's got this check, but... He's got this check, but then I can just hide right here. If he checks me, I can just hide. Could even gobble a pawn. And then we're always threatening more checks. Okay, interesting. I think I got to go for this now. Now we can just not be greedy and win a pawn. I think that's what I'm going to do. I expected that. I think I just drop back, right? But what square? I think this one's useful. In case any of this. And if he wants to trade rooks for the pawn, that's fine. We still have 2-on-1, about to be 2-on-0. Yeah, we'll just take the trade and pick up this pawn too. Let's go. All right, that feels good. Let's game review real quick. Glad that we're moving back in the right direction. We played a terrible game. 56%. We played like a 450. We're just lucky that our opponent played even worse. All right, so we played e4. Opponent responded with, what is that, c6? Knight out. Oh, he's playing the Caro-Kann. Okay, the opponent's playing the Caro-Kann. c6, d5. We went for the exchange variation. Boom, boom. And we pushed to d4. Glad that this is the best move. I've found that, like, I don't really know what the best move is, like, in the Caro-Kann, like, specifically, but I've noticed that Stockfish loves, when you trade in the center, using a flank pawn to undermine their central pawn, if you have, like, a bishop behind it. So I've started kind of just applying that to most of my positions, so glad that that's the best move. We developed another knight. He develops his bishop. Okay, this wasn't the right move. What should we have done here? Queen b3. I feel like this is also a very common thing that I see. Like when you have this flank pawn that's challenging the central pawn, just adding another defender. I found that that's usually good. Okay, this was a bad move. Okay, and then this was a terrible move. We should have pinned the knight. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't see that. Pin the knight just wins a pawn here. Right, so we pin the knight, then we take, he takes, then we take the pawn with check. Okay. This was a mistake. I'm curious how we could have capitalized on this better. We just had this queen move too late. Like, he was screaming for it before the knight moved, and then we did it after, so We should have taken the pawn. Let's see why. Dude, I mean, I would have just never found that. And if I did, I would have lost this position because this is crazy. Look at my pawns. I have nowhere to castle. Yeah, this is what Stockfish wants. How is white plus 2.4 here, dude? I have nowhere to castle and I'm winning. Please, someone explain how this is good. This looks absolutely dreadful. Like, yeah, I'm up a full knight, but I'm down like 2 pawns. And they're really important ones. So, yeah. Played it like a human would. Took the bishop when he blocked the check. He took back. We traded queens. He gave up his right to castle. Then we took the knight. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah, kind of equalized here. This was a mistake. Yeah, this felt really, really wrong, but the move that he played next is not a move that I had even considered. So in my mind here, I calculated bishop takes pawn, rook threatens bishop, I castle, rook takes bishop, I pin knight, and then he can't defend it, so I'm getting the piece back. But that's not what happened at all. Should have developed the bishop. Pinned the knight, but it was too late, because now he can just do one of those. Okay, what should I have done here? This is what I really want to know. Okay, I guess just getting out of the way of the check. That makes sense because I actually talked about that, but I wouldn't have moved the king this way. I would have moved it to h1, so wrong idea. We should have dropped back, and then yeah, this is what we were talking about. Right here, I should have went here. And then if he takes my bishop, I take his knight. Yeah, let's see it in action so I can see if I actually had it right. All right, let's see. Okay, well, Stockfish isn't going to take, obviously, so we won't see it, but I think we were on the right track. Yep, then we just bolstered in the bishop. I love putting the bishop in front of a pawn because they just protect each other. They're just extremely hard to get rid of. I don't know if outpost is the right word for bishops, but kind of like an outpost kind of deal. We should have went here. I moved this rook up because it still defends this pawn, and then it also defends against the knight infiltrating with a check or something. So that was a mistake. What? How could we have exploited that? Yeah, I ended up doing this, but that's what I didn't see. I didn't see that we could just glue in our rook. But yeah, the king just can't do anything about the pawn and bishop. So really useful for end games I've found. Where were we? Yeah, we were right here. All right, so this was the miss, and then we played the move that it wanted. This was a mistake. We're almost completely even again. That was a miss, and then this was a blunder. Oh, goodness. Why was it a blunder? I have to see why. Oh, wow. Wow, if you would have found that, I would have been very sad. Yeah, I would have been very depressed. All right, so that was terrible. So we kind of just played into the line that was good for us. Then we got some pawns. What? I should have given the king a check with the pawn? Oh, because I guess we were like pretty much mating right there. Interesting. Okay. And then, yeah, this was a very, very sweaty middle game here. We're just pushing our pawn. The pawn play here was not on point. We should have offered the rook trade. We should have done it. Then we gave some checks. This was a mistake? Why was this a mistake? What? Oh, it was a mistake because he could have just taken the pawn. Oh, snap. Yeah, he could have just taken the pawn here. That's so hard to see. Oh, goodness. Yeah, then we won some pawns, traded rooks, and then he resigned. So, wow, we're still playing very sloppy. But we did get the win. So, I mean, we already hit 1,000 elo, so I'm not going to make this the road to 1,000 elo again, but I'm just going to post some games of me kind of clawing back. And I'll probably do most of this climb off camera, but I want to keep the posts coming. I've been very depressed. I've been very depressed since I lost all the elo, so yeah, we're just going to post just fun videos, I guess, until we get back to 1,000, and then we'll keep the rating climb going. But if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. If you want to, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it. I read all comments. I respond to all comments. So thank you guys. If you ever want to watch live, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/curbchess. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.